Why do humans imagine the future? Have you ever noticed that your brain almost never stays in the present? You're brushing your teeth, and suddenly you're replaying yesterday's conversation, or imagining tomorrow's meeting, or thinking about what you'll have for dinner. It's almost like your brain has a strange obsession with places that don't even exist. The past, the future, possible futures. But why? Why would evolution give us a brain that spends so much time imagining things that aren't real? At first, imagination feels like entertainment, something we use to dream, to create stories, to invent impossible worlds. But I don't think that's what it's for. Imagine you're walking through a forest. You hear something move behind a bush. You don't know what it is, but your brain immediately starts creating possibilities. Maybe it's just the wind. Maybe it's another person. Maybe it's an animal. Notice something interesting. Your brain isn't predicting one future. It's simulating many possible futures, and then preparing for each one. Now think about something much simpler. Before you send a text, you often imagine how the other person might reply. Before a job interview, you mentally rehearse the conversation. Before crossing a busy road, your brain predicts where every vehicle will be a few seconds from now. We do this constantly. In fact, we're so used to it that we don't even notice. It's as if our minds are running tiny simulations all day long, not because they're bored, but because simulation is incredibly useful. If you can imagine tomorrow, you can prepare for it today. If you can imagine consequences, you can avoid mistakes before they happen. If you can imagine success, you can work backwards and figure out how to reach it. Suddenly, imagination doesn't look like daydreaming anymore. It looks like a survival tool. And this idea starts showing up everywhere. Architects imagine buildings before laying a single brick. Scientists imagine experiments before running them. Athletes mentally rehearse races. Chess players explore moves that never actually happen. Even while reading this sentence, your brain is predicting the next word before you see it. Maybe prediction isn't something we occasionally do. Maybe prediction is what the brain is constantly doing. Which leads to a strange question. If imagination is really about simulating possible futures, then what separates it from intelligence? Maybe intelligence isn't just remembering the past. Maybe it's building possible futures, testing them, and choosing the best one before reality ever arrives. And if that's true, then imagination isn't the opposite of reality. It's how the brain quietly prepares for reality. Maybe, imagination is simply prediction with possibilities.